Hello students, today we are going to start another topic of our chapter gravitation. The objective of today's topic is to study about the variation of G with depth, shape and latitude, under which we are going to discuss about variation of G with depth, graph showing variation of G with depth and altitude, and variation of G with shape and latitude. Assuming Earth to be sphere of uniform density ρ, m is the mass of Earth and ρ is equal to density of Earth, and we know that formula for density is mass divided by volume of the Earth, and volume of Earth is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube, as we assumed that Earth is a sphere. So we can use the formula of sphere or volume of sphere, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now if m1 is the mass of inside sphere, this one, at a distance d from the surface, the mass of this smaller sphere, that is m1, is equal to density into volume. Why? Because density is equal to mass upon volume. Therefore mass is equal to density multiplied by volume. Now again, as density is same throughout the Earth, we consider it uniform density. So we can take it as m divided by 4 by 3 pi r cube, which is derived from this equation. Alright, multiply by volume. Now volume of this smaller surface is 4 by 3 pi r minus d whole cube, because this distance from center to this sphere is r minus d. If this distance is d, this whole distance is r, therefore the radius of this smaller sphere will be r minus d. Now let's derive the equation for g dash. Now g dash divided by g is equal to gm dash divided by r minus d whole square divided by gm upon r square, as formula for acceleration due to gravity is gm upon r square, and at a distance d it will become r minus d whole square. After solving that, this g and g will get cancelled and we are left with m dash. This r will go to the numerator and r minus d square will be at denominator, which gives us that g dash minus g is equal to m dash r square, this is r square not r2, m r minus d whole square. Now the density of Earth, as per the formula which we have already done, m upon 4 by 3 pi r cube, and m will be rho multiplied by 4 by 3 pi r cube by cross multiplying. Density of Earth below d meters from the surface of Earth is equal to m dash divided by v dash, where m dash is the mass of the smaller sphere and v dash is the volume of that smaller sphere, which gives us rho is equal to m dash divided by 4 by 3 pi r minus d whole cube, from which we get that after cross multiplying it, m dash is equal to rho multiplied by 4 by 3 pi r minus d whole cube. Now substituting equation 4 and 5 in 3, we get g dash upon g is equal to rho multiplied by 4 by 3 pi r minus d whole cube multiplied by r square divided by rho multiplied by 4 by 3 pi r cube multiplied by r minus d whole square. And after solving this equation, this rho and this rho will get cancelled, and after solving whole this equation, we are left with g dash minus g is equal to 1 minus d upon r, and taking this g, or you can say by cross multiplying, we get g dash is equal to g 1 minus d divided by r, and this is the relation for acceleration due to gravity at a depth d inside the Earth. Now let's see the conclusion. From the above discussion, we conclude that g dash is equal to g 1 minus d upon r, where g dash is acceleration due to gravity, d is depth and r is radius of Earth. So result is g decreases with depth. As you can see that when we open this bracket, g minus gd divided by r, it means something gets subtracted from g, which results in the decreased value of this g dash. As we move towards the center of the Earth, d will become equal to r, which results in g dash is equal to g 1 minus r divided by r. In place of d, we substitute r, and when r and r get cancelled, we will get 1 minus 1, which results in 0. It means that at the center of Earth, g dash is equal to 0. This means weight of the body is 0 at the center of Earth. If you remember, weight is equal to mass into acceleration due to gravity, and if acceleration due to gravity becomes 0, then weight will also become 0 at the center of the Earth, right? Now let's see the graph showing variation of g with altitude and with depth. Here you can see x-axis and y-axis. X-axis represent distance from the center of the Earth, whereas y-axis represent acceleration due to gravity. This distance is shown by letter A. This point A is equal to r. It means that this is the position at the surface of the Earth, right? At the surface of Earth, where distance is r, acceleration due to gravity is g, which is equivalent to 9.8 meter per second square. As we move towards the center of the Earth, here you can see r decreased and it results in 0. 0 means at the center. The value of g goes on decreasing below the surface. On the other hand, when we move towards the height or altitude, means r increases, then also the acceleration due to gravity decreases. Ultimately, we come to know that the maximum value of acceleration due to gravity is on the surface of Earth. As we move towards the center of the Earth, value of acceleration due to gravity decreases, and as we move towards the height or altitude, again value of acceleration due to gravity decreases. So this is one of the important graph of chapter gravitation, which shows the variation of g with depth and with height. Alright. Now we will study about variation of g due to shape of the Earth. As you know that on the surface of Earth, g is equal to gm divided by r square, which is important relation we have done many times. But the shape of Earth is bulged at the equator and flat at the poles. Although we assume that Earth to be a perfect sphere, but in actual it is bulged at the equator and flat at the poles. This means Earth has large radius at equator than poles. So here radius is more as compared to the radius towards the pole. Now in this relation, g and m are constant. So g is inversely proportional to r square, means square of radius, which means that more will be the value of radius, less will be the value of acceleration due to gravity, because they are inversely proportional. So now you come to know that as at equator radius is more, acceleration due to gravity will be less. On the other hand, at poles radius is less, so acceleration due to gravity is more, right? So we conclude that the equatorial radius is greater than polar radius. So g is maximum at poles than the equator. So this is one of the important results you should keep in mind, that at poles acceleration due to gravity is more as compared to the acceleration due to gravity at equator, because radius at equator is more as compared to radius at poles. This is the effect of shape on the acceleration due to gravity. Now next is variation of g with latitude. Now what actually latitude is? The latitude of a point is the angle between equatorial plane, basically it is an angle between equatorial plane and the line joining that point to the center of Earth. Now you can see here, this is equatorial plane and this is the line joining equatorial plane with this point. So this lambda is called latitude. Now what is the effect of this latitude? At equator, latitude is equal to 0 degree. If I am taking this point at equator, obviously angle will become 0 degree. So latitude is 0 degree. And when this point is at pole, this latitude will become 90 degree, right? Now you have to remember this relation only. G dash is equal to g minus r omega square cos square lambda. This is the variation of g with latitude, where g is acceleration due to gravity, r is radius of Earth, and omega is angular velocity, means the velocity with which Earth is rotating about its axis. Cos square lambda, lambda is latitude. Now, case 1, at the equator. Now, what happens at equator? Lambda is equal to 0 degree. Put this value of lambda is equal to 0 degree in this equation. We will get that g dash is equal to g minus r omega square cos square 0. And we know that cos 0 is 1. So, answer will be g minus r omega square. There is one more case at poles. At poles, lambda is equal to 90 degree. So, g dash is equal to g minus r omega square cos square 90, and cos 90 is 0. So, g dash is equal to g. Here also we get the same result, that at poles, value of acceleration due to gravity is maximum, whereas at the equator, value of acceleration is comparatively less as compared to the average value of acceleration due to gravity on earth, because we are subtracting some value from the standard value of acceleration due to gravity. So, this is variation of g with latitude. Now, we will solve an example. What is the decrease in the weight of a body of mass 800 kg when it is taken into a mine of depth 1500 meter? We have to take radius of the earth is 6371 kilometer. Now, what are the given values? First of all, we are given with d is equal to 1500 meter. This is depth. Secondly, we are given with the mass 800 kilogram. Then radius 6371 kilometer. We have to convert into meters, and we'll get 6371 into 10 raised to power 3 meter. And g value is 9.8 meter per second square. Now, what we have to find? We have to find decrease in weight. Now, you have to think here, we have to find decrease in weight, and weight is equal to mass into acceleration due to gravity. We are given with mass, and if we are able to find acceleration due to gravity, we can easily find decrease in weight. Let's see how we are going to solve it. For solution, first of all, we have to see what is the weight of the body right now. We are given with mass, we are going to find its weight. So, original weight is W is equal to mg, which is equal to 800 multiplied by 9.8, which gives us 7840 Newton. Now, weight of the body at depth d is equal to mg dash, right? Because we have a changed value of acceleration due to gravity, but mass never changes, we will take the same value here. So, W dash is equal to mg dash is equal to mg1 minus d by r. This is the formula we have just derived. G dash is equal to g1 minus d upon r. Now, putting all these values here, in place of m, we are going to put 800, g 9.8, 1 as it is, minus d 1500 meter divided by r, which is equal to 6371 into 10 raised to power 3. After solving this equation, we will get W dash is equal to 7838.2, or which gives us that weight of the body at depth is equal to 7838.2 Newton. Therefore, decrease in weight, this is the new weight, this is original weight, decrease in weight will be W minus W dash, which gives us 7840 minus 7838.2, which gives us 1.8 Newton. So, this is the decrease in the weight of the body, which is the decrease in the weight when body is taken into the mine of depth 1500 meter, right? Now, you are able to answer all these questions. Question number 1. Derive an expression to explain the decrease in acceleration due to gravity inside the earth as one approaches the center. Here you have to derive the relation. Where is the weight of the body more? At the surface of the earth or in mine? Next question is, why is the body weightless at the center of the earth? Explain. Where do you expect acceleration due to gravity to be larger and why? At poles or at the equator? Next question is, explain how does the rotation of the earth make a body weight more at the poles than at the equator? And the last one is numerical. Find the percentage decrease in the weight of a body when taken 16 km below the surface of the earth. take radius of Earth as 6400 kilometer. So this is the same numerical which we have just solved, but you have to find percentage decrease, not only decrease, percentage you have to find. So that's the end of the topic. Thank you.